How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We had a record yesterday, a record for Bitcoin. I want to talk about that. Some large amounts of buying happening, and you can see it in the charts. You can see Bitcoin moving up. I want to explain why that is and why I think it's going to continue. Of course, there will be volatility. There will be volatility. We will have red days, but you want to be in on this asset. You want to have an allocation. You want to keep on stacking. I'm going to talk about that here today. If you don't mind, hit subscribe. Turn on the bell notification underneath the video to see future videos just like this one. Also, there is a link down there to Margex where you can trade cryptocurrency on leverage. You can set it up in just a few minutes. It's super simple. Deposit any one of about 30 or 40 different cryptocurrencies that you want to start trading. And the cool thing is you can use whatever you deposit to trade all different kinds of coins. So you don't have to deposit Bitcoin to trade Bitcoin. You can deposit USDC, you can deposit Ethereum, you can deposit all kinds of collateral and then trade Bitcoin or Solana or Ethereum. So definitely check out that link underneath the video. There's also a link down there to HGAaccess. We just talked about a cryptocurrency, a higher risk cryptocurrency, and it went up like 150% within a day. And it was already like a decently large crypto. We're not just a calls group. It was already a $20 million market cap, but then it had another massive move up to around a $50 million market cap, I believe. So definitely check out that link underneath the video as well. Yesterday, we saw the strongest net inflow on the spot Bitcoin ETF since launch. That is nuts. You can see we had like 10.5 thousand Bitcoin bought. Now the estimate is 11.4 thousand Bitcoin. And this is net. This isn't just from the ETFs that are actually buying, and then we were having a bunch dumped by Grayscale. No, Grayscale's outflows have decreased continuously. 52 million yesterday. That's crazy. I mean, take a look. Just pretty much straight down to 1/10 of what it was at the beginning. And of course, there could be more Bitcoin sold by GBTC. We could see a large increase if the courts approve Genesis's them trying to sell some of their GBTC to pay back creditors. We could see that. That will probably be sold over a certain amount of time. It's not going to be like they dump $1.6 billion worth in one day. I could be wrong. Who knows in crypto? But that will happen over time. And as you can see, the demand outpaces the people selling. 11.4 thousand Bitcoin. And this is something that will continue. This isn't like, oh, one big entity had a couple $1 billion laying around or $1 billion laying around and they just decided to buy Bitcoin the last couple of days. No, this is going to continue. This is a daily flow from hundreds of thousands of people buying Bitcoin. So this is really positive. Also, I really do think Chinese investors are buying Bitcoin. Their stock market is down massively. It's up in flames. It fell down 20% within, I think, like 6 days. The real estate liquidations are coming like a tsunami. Where else can you invest? Now, Nvidia is now worth as much as the entire Chinese stock market. Evergrande is going through liquidations. They have many buildings that are just half built. They're going to have to liquidate. There's going to be a lot of wealth lost in both of these areas, in the stock market and in real estate. And if you are pissed off, if you're pissed off at a company that promised to build something for you, you paid, if you're pissed off at companies that you invest in that you thought were good companies, and you just don't know where to look for honesty, you look at Bitcoin. Now, I realize that there's some people that say, oh, well, they can't buy Bitcoin. There's always a way to buy Bitcoin. You can buy it from other people via like a real life kind of transaction. There's always on-ramps. It just might be more difficult. But you better believe people in China are buying. Now, you can follow me on Twitter as well. Underneath the video, I have a link. Or just look right here, My Financial Fry. There are a lot of impersonators out there, so be careful. I have 5.4 thousand followers. But let's keep moving. We also have a record amount of cash on the sidelines. So, yeah, Bitcoin's price has moved up, but there's still a lot of dry powder. USDT market cap making all-time highs every day. There's almost $100 billion sidelined. This is an increase from the 65 million that we saw recently. Now we're at 65 billion to 95 billion just over the last little while during the bear market, and obviously a huge run up last bull market. So there's a lot of money sitting on the sidelines. This is just USDT. If you include USDC in there, over 100 billion, and there's also record amounts of money sitting in money markets, $6 trillion. There's a lot of money that's looking for a place to be to get returns. And well, now they have the easiest way to invest in Bitcoin so far, which is just to go in your brokerage, buy Bitcoin, sell Treasury, buy Bitcoin. It's crazy how easy that will be for so many people that have been waiting to buy Bitcoin. And $6 trillion, that's just a massive amount. This is just treasuries too. This does not account for any other assets that people might want, or this is actually just money market, sorry. This doesn't account for any other assets that people might want to sell off or to move money from. If they have money in checking accounts or something else, they could be wanting to move it over to Bitcoin, something that will give them a return. These are the last cycles for Bitcoin. As you can see, moving into the halving, usually we have a big run up and then another big run up. Here, big drop and then higher, lower high, higher low, big move a couple months before the halving, then big move after. And then this time it looks like we're going to have something similar. We're moving up to the halving. Maybe we have a drop. We could have a drop either before or after. As you can see here, the weeks after the halving, we actually fell down for almost 2 months and then a massive rally. So be ready, have some money on the sidelines, or if you just want to go all Bitcoin, if you want to put all the money into Bitcoin that you're going to put into Bitcoin, that's fine. Just know that there could be some volatility. And we do have a lot of institutions, a lot of people, a lot of financial advisors, I think, buying Bitcoin related assets. As I said this in the video yesterday, CleanSpark up 33% yesterday. They actually had good earnings, but MSTR also up 10%. This is at a time where Bitcoin is up 3 or 4% on the day, but these kinds of companies are going up massively, even compared to Bitcoin. And I realize that they trade differently than Bitcoin, but this seems outsized. 10% MicroStrategy, when MicroStrategy is basically just a Bitcoin business. I think people are investing here and investing in CleanSpark and investing in other crypto-related stocks. You can see Marathon up 11%, Riot up 11%, Cypher up 16%. People are investing here because they can't buy Bitcoin yet. But once they get approved to buy Bitcoin, once their compliance department gets approved, they're going to go buy Bitcoin. And we do know that there's an allocation now being put into Bitcoin on some funds, like the Fidelity Spot all-in-one conservative ETF. Now, I realize I talked about some stuff that I've talked about throughout the week. That is just kind of a breakdown of some of the big news from the week and why Bitcoin's price is moving up. I do think this is helpful because I know that some people don't see all my videos, and I did cover some new stuff, as you can see from this fund chart. This is just a massive amount of Bitcoin. So let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Let me know if you want me to do more videos like this, kind of breaking down what happened throughout the week. Again, there's a link to HGAaccess and a link to Margex underneath the video as well, in case you want to start trading cryptocurrencies. I really do appreciate you all watching. I really appreciate everyone here on the channel. Definitely share this to someone if they're wondering if they should get into Bitcoin. I do think this is going to continue. We can see pullbacks, but there's so much money sitting on the sidelines, and there's so much interest. There's such strong buying. I think this is bound to continue.